Hello, Alice. My name is Latrina. You don't know me, but today while I was at AutoZone, I saw your vehicle parked at AutoZone in the parking lot, and I thought it was a wonderful opportunity to reach out to you. I have been making custom videos for small businesses post-pandemic to help them with getting better online presence and improving their outreach. So I made this video for you. It will not be very long, but hopefully the tips and tricks that I give you in this video will help you to improve and hopefully grab more customers online. The only thing I ask, even though this video is free, is if you can shoot me a reply email to let me know if you found the tips to be helpful, if you understood them, if there was anything I can clarify better, just so that I can make sure that these videos are actually helpful to business owners when I'm making them. All right, so let me go ahead and get started. So what I'll be covering is content, backlinks, and citations and the importance of these website elements. Content is anything on your website, such as words, images, and videos, or other media. It's important to have as much content on your website as possible with relevant keywords. Those are the words that people are actually typing into Google. Not necessarily the words that you think are important, but the words that people are actually typing into Google to find the services that you offer. Ideally, your homepage should have at least 1,500 words and your back pages about 500. These are not hard set content requirements, but these actually do give you preferential treatment from Google. When you have more content, you're perceived to be the expert in your service area. Then there are citations such as directories like Google, Yelp, Yellow Page direct listings. You see an example right here on the screen. It is just your business name, your address, your phone number. You want to have as many or more of these citations throughout the internet as you can get, and you want to even have more than your competitors if possible. These help your website to rank more easily with Google. And then there are backlinks, and that's basically the placement of your website address on other websites. So for example, if you have a Facebook page, which I believe you do, Yelp, LinkedIn, Yellow Pages, Instagram, those things are considered backlinks and they direct traffic to your website. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you don't want to have irrelevant backlinks on websites. You want to stick to your niche. You want to make sure that your backlinks make sense based on your service area. For example, you wouldn't be targeting pizza restaurants or beauty salons or things like that if they're not directly tied to your niche, okay? The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website becomes. It validates your business. So relevance is extremely important. All right, so let's take a look at your website. So first off, I like your website. I do have some feedback for you because when I saw your vehicle, the website address that is displayed on the vehicle did not match the actual website address that is here on the internet. So I recommend you at least update that information on the vehicles to match. Right now, what's displayed on the vehicles is www.passioneventsmd.com, whereas your actual website is passioneventsdesign.com. The logo matches, so I'm pretty sure it's the same company. Also, I saw that the phone numbers don't match. These might sound nitpicky, but when you have inconsistent information with Google, that also gives you less ranking. So you want to make sure that your listings are all consistent so that Google isn't confused when they're having their algorithms search your website and crawl your website for content. They understand that they have the right website. The other thing I would do is add more content. You do have quite a bit. It's not necessarily at the level that Google prefers, but you can build it out a little bit more. I do like the flow of your website. I think it fits aesthetically with your line of work. So I wouldn't change anything there. Let's take a peek at your imaging. So when you save your images, this is also an opportunity to grab more keywords. So for example, when I look at how this image right here has been saved, it has an arbitrary number assigned to it. It has nothing related to your business name or event planning or wedding planning or anything. So because this picture has to do with weddings, I would actually recommend you use a keyword or save it as a keyword like wedding planning in Maryland or something like that, very specific. Because what most people forget or don't realize is that Google, when they're crawling your page, they're not just looking at what's visible. They're looking also at what is behind the website. So any file names that you have associated with your images, they also do count as well for keywords. So you might as well take advantage of those and save these images in a manner that will be most beneficial to you and drive more traffic to your website. So let me go over to Google real quick. So I did a search for event planning Maryland to see what comes up. And I didn't find your service, but that's nothing to be concerned with right now, because the tips that I'm giving you can actually improve your placement in Google and help you to rank. So on the first page here, usually or sometimes there are ads at the very top. I don't see any here, but it looks like they're at the bottom of the page this time. That changes here and there, but these are just paid advertisements. Sometimes people use these, not likely if they're at the bottom of the page especially, and also not likely if people have ad blockers on their computers. The prime real estate is called the map pack, and this is what Google lists, where Google lists their top 3 businesses in that niche. So your goal would be to try to get your business in this area, or at the very least, listed on the first or second page of Google. And again, ways to do that would be to increase your content, because again, more content you have, the more you appear to be the expert in your field. You want to get more backlinks on other websites, directories, as many as you can. You want to get citations throughout the internet as well. The citations should just be your business name, address, phone number, and it should always be the same and consistent throughout the internet. And that will help you to rank higher. So currently, when we look at your ranking right now, you have 10 backlinks. At one point you had 15, you have 10 now. You have about 8 referring domains. 41 keywords, which is not bad, but we'll take a look at those keywords in a bit. And then you were getting about 11 organic traffic visits per month. So if we increase these numbers, if you were to consider yourself with more backlinks, start getting more backlinks, putting your website addresses gradually over time, these numbers will increase and your popularity will go from 0 and you'd start ranking right now. This is a popularity ranking from 0 to 100. Right now you're at 0, but don't be discouraged. These can change drastically when you start to develop your website more, start getting your name out there, start doing backlinks and domains, and also start targeting specific keywords. And at the bottom of this chart here, I'm showing you one of your top competitors compared to your website traffic. Right now, you're getting about 9 to 12, 8 or so clicks per day. This is from July 21st through August 18th. Actually, not the 18th, the 17th. It has to be the 17th. Anyways, you're getting a few clicks here and there on your Google, from Google. But if you look at your competitor up here, they're getting considerably more, over 100 at some points. So what I'm trying to show you is that you do have a way to improve your online presence and grab some of these visitors and direct them to your website, because there's no reason you can't rank and be more competitive with Rachel. It says Rachel Kendall Events. And let me show you a little trick here. So if we look at your keywords, the keywords that you have, most of them are associated with your name. Most people are not typing in a specific company name when they're looking for service providers, right? They're going to be looking like this right here, event planners in Maryland. That's an awesome one because that shows exactly what they're looking for. In Maryland, they're looking for event planners. Party planner in Maryland, that's also a good one. Events with design, that's so. Event coordinator jobs, Maryland, that might not be a good one unless you are actually trying to hire people in your field. But things that are more general, like not so many with your actual name. And the reason I show you this is because right now, if you look at these, you can see where you're ranking. Your number in sorry, I'm so tongue tied right now. Event decorating companies, your number 67. Event decorators, your number 76. Event coordinator jobs, Maryland. Well, we're going to skip that one. Events with design. Only 20 people ever click that a month in some form of this. Event planners in Maryland, you get about 100 searches with these keywords, exactly your number 39. So the key is to pick the keywords that people are actually putting into Google, right? You want to be as consistent as possible with those searches that people are actually conducting. I'm going way over. I'm so sorry. I usually don't go this far, but I want to be helpful to you because I feel like this is a niche where you can grab more traffic and get better visibility. Let's look at real quick, let's look at your competitors' organic keywords. They have 67, so you have 41, they have 67, and you'll understand what I'm saying. See how theirs are more generalized? They have wedding planners in Maryland, Baltimore wedding planner, event planners in Maryland. And they're in positions, instead of like 60s and 70s, they're position 12, 5, 13, 9, 15 for these keywords. And these keywords are getting searched quite a bit every month. 150 just for this keyword, 50 here, 200 here, 200 here. So there's a lot of traffic where people are typing in these specific keywords. So you want to have similar keywords on your website so that you can be ranked higher in these positions and show up on the first 2 pages or even in that map pack that I showed you earlier. Okay, so Alice, I know I went way over. I said this was going to be short. I intended for it to be shorter than this, but there's a lot of information that I wanted to impart and hopefully be helpful to you as you grow your business, as you get more clients. I hope these tips help you. If I can be more clear, or if you need clarification on anything whatsoever that I mentioned, please reach out. I'd also like to hear from you whether you found this video to be helpful at all, or if it was a complete waste of time. I'd like to know that as well. The intent of these are to help small businesses and to be adding value. So I like any feedback whatsoever, good or bad. All right, thank you so much, and I wish you the best in your business. Bye-bye.